Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're doing a really quick page in my Kraft journal and we're stamping on craft paper, which is beautiful to stamp on. So you can see this is a page that I have used before, and I've actually used this same stencil. I flipped the stencil onto this page, so I've got a reverse print of it. So I decided with a contrasting colour, so I've used the sage here, to line up the stencil again and fill in the middle bits. So you've got the green bits whole, and then you've got the purple, which is the open stencil. So I quite liked how that ended up looking. It was totally coincidental, but it was a really fun thing to do. So remember, when you're using these stencils, you don't always have to use them one side. You can flip them over and sort of make the positive and negatives happen with them. I decided then that I wanted to put some leaves or something on this, so I'm using the new collage tissues from Dina Wakley and cutting them out. So when I use collage tissues, I do tend to fussy cut them down, but usually I wouldn't choose things so small to cut out. Usually it's, squares or circles or something fairly easy. So I'm glad I did it, but it's not something I would sit there and do. And you can see I avoided doing the very small ones. I went for the largest images to cut out. So, choose your battles when you're doing things like that. But the good thing is, when you glue it down on the page, you can see it really does dissolve into the background. Oh, I do actually go back and cut out a smaller one. There you go. And it looks like a sort of stamped image on the page, which works out really, really well. You'll also notice when I was using the gel medium that it slightly changed the colour of the craft. So obviously craft is going to let colour soak into it a little bit. By putting the clear gel medium over the top, it does seal the page, which is really good, but it will soak in a little bit into the top surface, so it will slightly change the colour. So I would suggest, if you have used gel medium on your page and you've left, if you've got some white space or craft space as it is on this page, make sure you cover the entire page with the gel medium so it's all the same colour. Otherwise you're going to have some bits that have different shades of craft. That might not be an issue for you, you might not mind that, but if you do want it to have a little bit of unity, make sure you just put a quick coat of the gel medium over the entire surface. And because it's matte gel medium, it's not going to affect how you stamp or paint or do anything else on it. It's just to get that consistency of colour. So once I've popped on my tissue, trying to think of the word, I'm now going to go in and stamp on my image, which is this stamp from Dina Wakley. I think it's called Let Your Art In, and I really loved how it came up. So because it is a one piece and it didn't quite fit down to the edge of my page, I've just used my black paint pen to extend it down to the bottom of the page, and that's just so the head's not floating on the page. It's just a little quirk I have, that I don't like floating images, so if I can either make the top or the bottom of it touch the page in some way, that makes my heart happy. I'm also going in with my white paint pen to add a little bit of detail. So there's some scratchy sort of shading lines on the image itself, and I've decided to add in a few extras. And if you do follow people on Instagram and YouTube, not sure if she's on YouTube, she's definitely on Instagram, look up the amazing Australian artist called Michelle Logan. She's a wizard at this, particularly with Dina Wakley stamps. Just adding extra line work onto her images, and she makes them look entirely different, like they're completely different stamps. So it's a really good technique to have, and it is really simple. It's just putting a few different lines of different lengths on it, just to add that little extra bit of shading. So up in the corner I have put in a quote, which I really liked too: if there's nothing else to believe in art. And then I've used some of the syrup and orchid gloss spray just to splatter over the top as well, because nothing ties a page together like a little bit of splatter. So this is a really, really quick and easy page. I think it took me less than 20 minutes to put it all together. I know I did have something on my page to begin with, but even so, it really didn't take that long. But it was lots of fun using lots of different techniques on it as well. So I hope you have a go. Until next time, bye for now.